Hi, this 10-minute video is meant to create some space through the lower back if you're having any issues there. So let's get started into child's pose. Take those knees nice and wide. Toes are going to tap behind you. You're going to sink your hips towards your heels, reach those palms way out in front of you. Allow your forehead to melt down to the mat. And turn the head from side to side, breathing into your back body. Trying to feel a little weightiness into the hips. Lengthening your breath in and out through your nose. You can even turn the shoulders a little bit from side to side, just loosening up through the lower back here. Coming onto all fours, moving through some cat-cow. Press into your palms, tuck your chin towards your chest, allow your tailbone to drop down. And then on an inhale, fill up with breath and allow your belly to drop. Maybe the gaze lifts, maybe the tailbone lifts. And just alternating back and forth through your cat and your cow. Loosening up through the vertebra, taking it at a pace that feels like it's helping to create some space through the lower back, nothing too jarring. And then walking your knees just a few centimeters back behind the hips. You can take some circles through the hips. Again, just creating some space through the lower back here. And then you can take those hip circles in the opposite direction. And then once again, finding those knees stack underneath the hips. Find 2 more rounds of cat-cow and see if there's a little more freedom through the lower back here. Very nice. We'll come onto our backs and draw those knees in towards your chest as you lie back down and take some circles through the knees here. So see how it feels through the lower back with this orientation. And we'll begin stretching through that right leg. Bring the sole of the left foot down to the mat and just give your right knee a little squeeze. You can even take some circles one way then the other way. Feel your lower belly draw to the spine as your spine empties onto the mat. And we'll send that right leg towards the ceiling. You can take a clasp behind the right thigh. You can point and flex through that right foot, maybe even add some circles through the ankle. And depending on how it feels as you open up through the right hamstring, you can walk your hands up along the leg, or you can begin to straighten out through the left leg, sending the heel away. Again, that belly engagement, protecting through the lower back as you access this hamstring stretch. Just allow your breath to be nice and full here. One more inhale here. You're going to draw that right knee in towards the chest again, and then guide that knee over to the left side of your mat. You can scoot over onto your left outer hip. Send your right arm long away and just enjoy this twist through the spine. You can create a little more length through the spine by pressing the left palm into that right thigh and give yourself some space all along that right side waist as you breathe into that right side lung. Let it feel free and full. Fantastic. Draw that right knee in towards your chest again, and we'll draw the left knee in towards your chest. Again, taking some circles one way, maybe even making the circles a little bigger to feel some stretching through the outer hips. And we'll find that hamstring opening on the left leg. Bring the right foot down to the mat, extend the left leg towards the ceiling. And taking that inner clasp of the hands as you reach the left heel away, feel your spine emptying down to the mat here. Pointing and flexing through that left foot, adding some circles through the ankles if you like. We can't go that way very well. And then we'll see how it feels to extend the right leg straight, reaching the right heel away. Maybe the hands reach up further along that left side leg. Again, just let your breath determine where you can go with the stretch. You want to avoid any sort of sharp, jarring sensation. Bend up through that left knee again. And we'll take that reclined twist here as you guide the left leg over to the right side of the mat, scooting over onto your right outer hip. Again, finding a little length along that left side arm. Maybe the gaze reaches over towards that left palm. There can be some gentle nudging of that left thigh bone away to create some more length along that left side waist, breathing into the left side lung. Take one more very full breath here. And use your exhale to return back onto your back, drawing both knees again in towards your chest. And again, just see if there's a little more space here through your circling of the knees. Fantastic. We'll come on over to one side and find again our child's pose, using it as a good guide to see if there's a little more ease through the hips, maybe a little more reach through the fingertips as you allow that forehead to come down. We'll come all the way forward onto our bellies. And then come onto your forearms. Find your elbows stack underneath your shoulders. And here, just feel a little softening. You can even rock the hips from side to side. No tension through the glutes here. Breathing fully into your chest. Very nice. And then slide the elbows out from one another. Make a nice little pillow for the forehead. And you can bend up through the knees. Maybe feeling a little stretch through the quads. Very nice. And then we'll come once again back into our child's pose. See how it feels as you lengthen the hips towards the heels. Forehead comes down. Breathing in, breathing out. And then we will find our way onto our seat. We'll take the legs out into a straddle position and almost like you're trying to nudge the flesh away, coming onto your sitting bones. So you can prop yourself up onto your fingertips if that helps lengthen your spine. You can point and flex through the feet here. And then draw your toes back towards your shins. Feel a little engagement through the inner leg lines. And then using your fingertips to help you lean your chest forward. That'll help keep the shoulder blades pinned on the back. And you may feel a little stretch here. Might be targeting through the inner thighs, but again, drawing those toes back, breathing into this forward fold. Very nice. And then come on back up. We'll turn our belly buttons towards that right leg, again, coming up onto fingertips, and just see how it feels as you bow over that right leg. Again, reaching your chest towards your toes rather than rounding through the spine, but really feel as if you're lengthening through the spine here. Come on back up. Switch which way your belly button's facing, and then almost like you're reaching the crown of the head towards the toes. Coming up on fingertips just gives you a little reminder to stay long through the front of your body. Very nice. And then final stretch here, bringing the soles of the feet together. Allow the heels to be a generous distance from the torso. And again, you can use your fingertips to lengthen through the spine and see how it goes bowing forward here. or you can bring your hands to your shins and pull yourself in. Again, trying to avoid too much rounding through the lower back. And breathing here. You can then finish up by dropping the head towards the chest, and feeling a little stretch through the upper back, through the back of the neck. And then rolling up slowly. Hopefully that provided a little space for you in your lower back, maybe even the outer hips, inner thighs. Thank you so much.